course.
Well, now we are on. So
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
Yay. Oh,
Yay.
there. Hey.
Hey.
Achievement completed. Know your stuff.
Know when you're live. Uh, let's see here. Ooh. Knives only. That sounds dangerous.
It's funny um when you're talking, it's completely showing both of you.
Yeah. It's because it's
That's
got it. The way I closed it in, it only shows one window because I had to squeeze it down to fit in the
yeah,
box. So,
that's funny.
so basically, I always get highlighted ish. But on that note, let's see here. I need to bring this.
What game you playing? What during this?
A little Call of Duty, you know,
Mm. Keep.
calms the nerves. Not really.
Remember, we're talking Disney, so
Oh yeah, I'll keep that down tonight. I have to bring the volume down a little bit so it doesn't overpower everything. But
And the explosions and everything, and talking Disney. I'd say I can't think of a better combination.
oh, they did an update today.
We'll see how much it
We're gonna
uh
find out.
yeah.
Shouldn't be too bad. Luckily, I got the. Let's see here. Actually, let me try something real quick. What is this at? Where you at? There's you. Audio. Here we go.
So yeah, did you see uh on WDW News today they stated they put in there that there's a possible security breach during May the 4th.
Why? Oh, on the
Um,
website?
on their website,
Uh,
I guess and of course that was a nightmare.
mm,
I
that was brutal. I got nothing.
well, I guess Chrissy she was persistent. She literally stayed on there 4 hours.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
And I was watching Star Wars with Wesley, and all of a sudden I hear her scream, and I ran into the other room, and she was like, I got it," and I'm like, "What'd you get?" And she showed that she actually got the key 4 hours later.
Jesus.
I was like, "How did?" But we were, but um, oh, the Spirit jersey, it was sold out. Almost everything was sold out, but it was ridiculous. They would allow you to buy up to two keys. The Starbucks mugs you could buy up to. That's a heck of a crew.
Yeah. I think we're playing 10 on 10.
Dang.
Yeah. Let's see. Broken. Yeah. I didn't get anything. I mean, I could have gotten the pen, the little Yoda May the 4th, but I was like, why do I want to pay $6 in shipping for that?
Like I said, we came out with Star Wars and two pins, and you got yourself I was I'm not characters.
Yeah, it's too loud. I gotta figure out how to turn that down more. Jeez.
But the that virtual queue that Disney did was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I said, she was in that virtual queue for 4 hours.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't really gave up. I was like, well.
Let's go, Sergeant.
I think I got it far enough down now. That thing was brutally loud. Oh man. Yeah. I actually went online and I saw those pins. They had them, or not the pins, the keys, and people have gone from their ridiculous $1,000 down to like $40 now.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, I don't think it was even on sale for 10 minutes. You were seeing that stuff on eBay, and it's like how can you be putting that stuff up on eBay already? But they made sure they put pre-order.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't. People still had. I went on there. I didn't know those keys were even a thing, but we were looking at them tonight, and they had like all these different.
Oh yeah.
Like Cinderella and just standard like Mickey.
Yeah. Well, they're Disney Store exclusives where the only time you can get them is if you went to a Disney store, but you'd have to be there like first thing in the morning because they may have only each store may have only had like 100 keys, 150, 100 keys, and you had to be there first thing and in order to be able to even close to getting it. So, of course, closest Disney store for us is in Norfolk. Well, no, I take that back. You could up in up near DC. Can't think of the mall now. But there's a Disney outlet up there that you could go up there, but again, you got to be up there by the time it opens.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was like that kind of scenario normally. I would imagine they would normally do that online.
No, I haven't seen them for sale online, but
they obviously had no choice this go around. I mean, I wouldn't even imagine these pins normally being up for sale.
No, I've seen them on May the 4th. I've seen them, but again, you can get those. You could usually have gotten those pins down at Disney, or in the parks. So you didn't. So Shop Disney wasn't usually, usually that insane, but
right.
Of course, I tell you, I wouldn't want to be near Disney Springs on May 20th.
Oh hell no! It's gonna be craziness.
So because they said it's gonna be limited hours, limited guests.
Well, they're gonna. I think it's 25%.
Yes, 25%. Restaurants can only be 25% capacity. So, and then Raglan Road, Homecoming, and Splitsville, which it's the same company that owns Homecoming and Splitsville. They've already said they're not opening.
Really?
But cast members and guests must wear masks.
Wait a minute, guests?
And they're saying guests have to wear masks.
They're gonna...
Obviously, when you're eating, you'll take it off to eat, but it's going to be interesting.
What's the point? What's even the point of that?
I don't know, but I mean, you got to think like, how are they going to enforce this? I mean,
it's gonna be brutal. The thing you're gonna run into though is like my whole thing is okay. So eat. I don't have to wear it. Don't eat. I do have to wear it, but I'm gonna probably spit more and spread more germs when I'm eating than I would if I weren't eating.
Well, you wonder, are the restaurants, are they going to go to disposable plates and silverware during this time?
That's a good question.
I mean,
possibly. It depends. I guess it depends on certain places.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just depends on their, got as far as I guess types of food. That makes the world of difference.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
if you're eating burgers, sure, some paper may not be that big of a deal. Man, I hate coming into games when they're already started because you come in kind of already so far behind. It drives me crazy.
yeah. Well, the team you're playing against is
Brutal.
126 to 84 right now.
Yeah, well, like I said, what happens is that people drop out of games. I had to drop out. I was trying to fix the volume. So this might have been the game that I was actually already in. But what happens is people see that the team is losing and they'll drop out, and then you'll end up with this scenario where you end up on this team that isn't doing anything. And it just sucks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But yeah, it'll be interesting on that day, especially see like the any local YouTubers down there.
Oh yeah, because they'll be in there.
Well, I know one YouTube couple have basically said, "Hey, we ain't going near the place."
Well, because that day specifically is gonna be just virus aside, because everybody's been cooped up for so long. It's gonna be brutal in there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in there. Just because I wouldn't want to deal with all the bodies. It's going to be just... Well, I guess at 25% capacity, it's not going to be too bad, but...
So, you know, instead of probably having close to... I don't even know what they would consider the capacity because there's no gate or anything.
Well, they're going to go off of fire code. So whatever the fire code recommends as the allotted capacity in that building is, they're going to go based off of those numbers. So the buildings.
No, I'm talking about Disney Springs as a whole. What's 25% capacity for that?
Well, I think it's not so much the area because it's outdoors. I think they're going to go based off of the individual stores.
They're gonna have to limit the amount of people walking through Disney Springs because it's gonna get so packed. It's gonna be shoulder to shoulder, butt to butt, cheek to cheek.
Oh, it's gonna be ridiculous.
I don't know. I mean, I can only imagine like the lines to get into like the world of Disney.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be. That's one I wouldn't want to go into just because that thing's just gonna be.
Everybody's touching everything.
Well, not just that. Everybody's gonna be trying to get in, and they're not gonna be able to get in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be brutal. But better than to me. I'm getting annihilated here. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, ran out of ammo. Oh, and they're all behind me. And nobody shot me. Oh, thank God that's over.
So did you see Disney is bringing the Scottish actress Karen Gillan to play in the new Pirates movie.
Interesting.
Of course, she's the one that portrayed Nebula in Avengers and Guardians.
Yeah. Be interesting.
Oh, I like the.
I didn't even notice I didn't even realize they were really gonna redo those.
I guess. Well, the rumor is this new Pirates could be story could follow the Red, or the Red female pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Right.
So, it could be very well that's who she's going to be playing. Which she's got the that fair skin where they could put a red wig on her, and yeah.
We'll see, I guess. I just don't understand why they would just redo. But I think there's supposed to be another Peter Pan live action movie coming out. because we haven't done that one enough.
No, last one was what, Hook?
No, 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 no. They've done like 2 other ones since then, 2 or maybe even 3. Yeah, they did some. I mean, they weren't anything to brag home. Ooh, I saw this movie. No,
Yeah,
it was.
that's probably why I'm like, oh, it must be Hook.
Yeah, no, no, no. They actually did one, but I don't know if it was a Disney feature or not, or if it was, another company that did it. But, yeah.
Because Roblox is breaking rules. They made Fortnite.
See, I think the other thing will be interesting is after May 11th, seeing the videos coming in from Shanghai.
Oh yeah, I actually haven't even thought to look that up yet.
Yeah, because Shanghai's scheduled to open up on Monday, May 11th, and they've got temperature scanners, so you're going to go through a scanner that's going to like a thermal scan your head or something. If you're over 100 degrees temperature, you're not allowed in.
That should be interesting.
Like I said, like I said, when the place opens up, whichever park opens up, it's going to be it's going to be interesting to see the videos coming out of their cleaning process and.
Yeah, I mean I think it'll. I think the summer months are gonna be easier to sell the idea of all of this. Like,
But
I don't feel like we're gonna have as many cases as people think in the summer months.
But if Disney said, well, in order to come to our park, you have to wear a mask.
Probably wouldn't do it. It'd be too hot.
Yeah.
I mean, all that humidity and no thanks. It would be pretty brutal. At least, I mean, some months, I guess. Like right now, wouldn't be too bad. But like, can you imagine going in July or August?
No,
thank you.
I mean, granted, yes, I do want to live down there. Living down there will be different because you
get used to it.
Yeah, but living up here and then going down there during the summertime, no, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan myself.
I mean, we usually go at the end of August, which is still hot, but of course, again, schools are going in session and everything, but that's probably out the window now because Tim's going in the marching band, so he's going to be doing rehearsals at that time.
Yeah, and weekends and that schedule can get grueling. I did that in high school.
What's that?
I was in drumline in high school.
No. But I just I honestly I even told Chris, I was like, this was probably the best time for at least our school districts to think about the I just lost my train of thought. Year round school.
That is definitely a possibility. But I saw a thing today where Chesterfield was gonna look at opening before Labor Day this year.
Yep.
Which should be interesting.
Yeah.
But let's see here. Oh Lord. D just got on. Oh, look at that. I got beer cans all up in the way.
Which one's D?
Well, he is. There, but he didn't.
Excuse you.
No, excuse you. Last night he was all mad because we didn't invite him on.
No.
But I got off as he was getting on. dude, I ain't got time for that mess. I'm not gonna sit up. Like, I was tired. Well, I was half drunk too, so that didn't help. We kind of, well, it's on those days where I work. It's like, you know, I don't have as much energy to go into the late hours. He worked last night, and then he still came in, and he still wanted to play at like midnight, knowing he had to work this morning.
Oh, that's why he was late.
Oh, he was late.
Well, I'm sorry. He made it to work with 10 seconds to spare.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
That sounds legit.
Yeah, well, you know.
But
did you watch season 7 of Clone Wars?
no. I like I said, I told you I can't get into the animated stuff.
Dude, you got if you don't watch the entire Clone Wars, you gotta watch season 7, especially the last 4 episodes.
Maybe I'll bring myself to do it.
You've got to do it. I mean, the end of that season, it tied Star Wars more together for me. It was more. I don't know. It just, especially how Ahsoka survived Order 66, or how she still knew Captain Rex.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll bring myself to doing it. I have a hard time with watching the animated stuff. Like, I just don't have that much of an interest.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that? So I did my pre-orders for all the what is it, the child?
Yes.
And then this weekend I'm supposed to. Oh no, I don't know if this is weekend, but at some point in the next, I imagine the week. It did. That's a weird. I did I checked the shipping, but anyways, I should get the first child pop should be here hopefully this week, but it's coming from California, so, and I don't know how they sent it. I know they charged $8 for shipping. Yeah, but I think so I did a whole collective order through Entertainment Earth, and I think they just charge you the shipping on the first one of that order, and then as the other ones come out, then they send them individually, because you basically pay the shipping up front, so to speak.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be nice as far as the rest of them. So excited to see what that's gonna look like. Hopefully they don't come out crappy. They look cool. They're actually in the longer boxes versus like the standard
Funko box.
Yeah, they're doing them in the longer boxes because I think what they're doing is they're trying to because of the ears, they gotta give it more room. So those would be kind of neat.
Like I said, I do want to get the Funko with that has the Mando and and Baby Yoda. I know.
Oh yeah, I
know we're not supposed to call it Baby Yoda. It's the
They
child.
need to just name that thing. Gosh.
But the guy who played Jango Fett in prequels, they've confirmed that he is going to be in season 2.
Well, Boba Fett's supposed to be in there as well somewhere.
And that's who he's gonna play.
Oh, okay.
Because again, he's gonna play the grown up of the clone of Jango.
Right.
So it makes you wonder if since he's playing that, he's got the face of Jango, is he gonna take his helmet off, which we've never seen before.
Right. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I saw an article that was talking about how the Boba Fett character was going to be in the. It didn't say next season. It just said it's going to be appearing in a Mandalorian episode. So I only assumed the next season, but I know that according to what Amanda found, they are already working on season 3.
Yeah.
So that should be, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that they don't have a delay on the release because of all this craziness, but I think it's supposed to come out in
October.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, I did like what Disney Plus did. They brought it out an episode a week. So you had to basically for 8 episodes you had to keep up, but then they were like, oh, we dropped amount of people watching or who had subscriptions, but then this hit, and of course Disney's got what they want. They've talked about doing a Kenobi series, an Ahsoka series.
Yeah, I know I knew about the Kenobi. I think they're supposed to be getting that guy who played him in the prequels. That's what I heard.
Ewan McGregor.
Yes, he's supposed to be playing the character, but I would imagine he's gonna be older now. So it's like,
I was gonna say, well, maybe it's a. I mean,
I guess it could be a prequel to the
if
original.
You think of, that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be basically you're going to follow him probably why he's living on Tatooine. Obviously, maybe becoming a hermit. Watching after Luke. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting series.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm excited to see it just because I liked the backstories that they start trying to tell. I mean, some people were indifferent. Like they blamed the Solo movie on how we're not going to get any more any more prequel or backstory type things. But
Solo was a good movie. I had nothing. I really had no issues with Solo. My problem was I felt bad for the movie because Disney did not promote it.
Yeah, they didn't do a lot with it. I mean, I felt they kind of.
It was like they were scared after The Last Jedi. They probably figured they were like, okay, we're not gonna, we didn't do well on The Last Jedi, so we're gonna, I don't know.
Yeah, the guy they had him playing it was perfect. Everything, I liked it. I don't know. We watched it several times.
Well, it
even goes into how Darth Maul's connected.
Oh yeah, which you do see. Spoiler alert for you, since you didn't see it. Darth Maul does make an appearance in the final season of Clone Wars. So you see how also he survived Order 66.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because even though he was considered a Sith, he's somewhat basically he's got Force powers. He's one with the Force. The Force is with him.
You're right.
So
best Sith of all. That's just my opinion. Except for the earlier.
I'm still a big fan of Darth Vader, but yes, I will say Darth Maul is one of the most underrated, unappreciative Siths, but yet he was so much more intriguing.
Well, I think his mysterious demeanor was what made him fun, because he didn't say anything. He just kind of stared.
Well, we really didn't have a voice. We really didn't have a voice for him until you watched
Clone Wars. Oh man, I just got a glitch.
Which they got
glitch.
Ray Park. I'm so happy that they got Ray Park to play him in Solo.
Yeah, they but I don't know if they do. They're supposed to be, according to early Disney Plus news, they were going to do an actual Darth Maul live action series on Disney Plus. Like it's supposed to be an Origins, but I feel like Ray Park would be a little too old for that story.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he's still, in that kind of shape. But, I mean, it'd be great because honestly, that was probably one of the most excited ones I was as far as the origin story type TV series. But I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to have the ability to get him physically ready for that kind of role.
No, I mean, granted, he did do the fight scene and the voice.
Sure, it's one thing to get him. It's one thing to get him digitally, but you're talking unless they're gonna just CGI him the whole entire series.
Yeah. Darth Maul did make an appearance in Star Wars Rebels.
Well, I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't think that he would be unfortunately, a good fit for a live action Darth Maul, and there's nobody else that can fill that shoes, because then if you change the leading role, then I feel like it would ruin it. Like, obviously you couldn't do a younger Harrison Ford, but who would have played Harrison Ford better than Harrison Ford? Nobody.
Yeah.
But they found the next best thing and rolled with it.
And the kid who played Solo,
I love him.
Yeah.
I was fine with it. I just still think that at the end of the day, what killed him the most was the people judged him against who he was supposed to be basically resembling, which nobody does Han Solo better than Harrison Ford. It's like like Sean Connery in 007. Nobody plays James Bond better than Sean Connery, even though others can do it.
Yeah.
So that's just how I stand on it. I don't know. I'm kind of a movie what do you call it, like
aficionado?
Snob. I'm more of a movie snob. Like I said, the prequel trilogies I was very disappointed in. I mean,
well, my issue with the prequels was too much CGI.
Well, not just that. I mean, yeah, there was a whole lot of that, especially in the first one.
But you almost had to because of the characters.
No, I totally agree. Me personally, I was like this. What was the second one that came out? I can't remember the title of it, but not Revenge of the Sith, but
Attack of the Clones.
Yes, like it was like a giant love story, and I was just like bored now.
Well, I mean, okay, look, the prequels was obviously the origin of
that relationship,
Anakin Skywalker becoming Darth Vader in the end, plus, yes, the love story of Padme Amidala and Anakin Skywalker, which ultimately led to Luke and Leia, which set up the original trilogy. It would be I don't know. Like I said, for me, it was just way too much CGI.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, when they remastered the original trilogy, they did way too much CGI. And I was like,
well, I mean, it really. I don't know. When they redid the original trilogy, there are some spots where it's like, okay, or you overdid it. Like the Sarlacc pit, you finally, instead of just the tentacles coming out and everything, you actually put a beak to it, which kind of made it more of a monster than just tentacles.
Yeah. Well, the one time they did the CGI that really killed it for me was when they did Jabba the Hutt, and
he stepped on the tail.
Yeah, that was just. I was like, wow, okay, this has been ruined for me forever. But
I don't like being in the city. I can't move.
Yeah, but that was in the
where
that
he's
was in that was in the
okay. Look at if you see the
no,
game.
yeah. Do what?
I know. I was gonna say if you're looking at the game, you can see that old boy was at the very bottom with his one kill.
Rot.
Yeah, that's him. That's D.
Oh, poor D.
Yeah, poor D.
He's probably listening to this and he's like,
he's not because he doesn't know about it.
He's like, no, he's still talking about me.
That's okay. No. But did you see that the Mandalorian Gentle Giant bust pre-order I put in? I told you about.
I think I did.
That thing's gonna be great. That it's 1 in 3,000. I think they're gonna make 3,000 of them, and there was only 2 left when I ordered it.
Did you send it through Messenger or text message?
I can't. I think I just showed it to you at work.
Oh.
But I didn't even know that company was still around, and that popped up on my phone, and I was like, huh. And then I was like, oh well, I'll click on the link, and I was like, I'm probably not gonna get it. And then I look at it, it's like 2 left, and I was like, oh shit.
Need to get it.
Yep. So.
Trying to see if by chance you sent it to me. Oh, you talking about this thing?
Yes. Yes, that thing is gonna be. I like those products. If you looked, like I have a IKEA glass display cabinet that has a bunch of them. I used to collect them all the time, but then it was said that company was going to go out of business. So I was like, okay, well, that sucks. Not going to get any more of those. But then I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, how did this company go from going out of business to putting out new product? So I guess maybe somebody bought them or
Probably.
I mean, they made good products as far as like it's not full scale stuff, but
Yeah.
it's good design, good quality. Like as far as the art, I guess you can look at it. They did a pretty good job on them. And I've always been impressed with them. Man, I like them. So
Yeah.
that gives me my get out of jail free card. She was asking me if there was like she was like, is there a Baby Yoda? And I was like, yeah, there's one through Sideshow for $300 and some, life size. That was a big no. She doesn't want anything life sized in her house.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, part of me can't blame her because that would just be kind of, oh no, they're gonna kill me. Are they gonna kill me? Nice. Now they're gonna kill me now that I've secured the. Oh, yep, look at that. Dead.
Respawn disabled.
Oh yeah, I can't. Yeah, basically once that happens and you die, you're dead for the point. Like once the headquarters is secured or the time runs out, then you can come back. Oh, they're disabling it now, so.
Maybe I can go up the mountain now.
Ugh.
I'm surprised the Jawa guy and
I think he must be playing. There's we're the other that agent out of Orlando is supposed to be getting on a few.
it'd be interesting to hear what her take is on some of the things that she's been.
Well, she said that she was going to go to what's it called, Animal Kingdom, but she was going to stay at the lodge.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like you can, like, I don't know. I'm not going to go somewhere I can't enjoy.
I mean, it's Animal Kingdom Lodge. I mean, you could be like she said, she just sit on the porch or the balcony and just overlook the animals. But you know, you figure the restaurants really aren't open, so you can't eat at Boma. You can't eat at I forget what the other restaurants are.
Well, I know they're opening the restaurants in Orlando or in Florida as a whole at 25% capacity. Oh crap! So that will be, they'll be able to do it 25%, which isn't nothing in my opinion. But I don't know how they're gonna work that.
I'm pulling up their phased openings.
Well, they've only really discussed phase 1. They haven't really gone past the initial opening. So I don't know.
Yeah, it just says Walt Disney World parks remain closed. No official reopening date has been identified other than Disney Springs.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna take a long time. I think that's gonna be one of those very long process openings, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like honestly, we're talking about going in April, and that might be a very practical date as far as. But then again, what happens if there's another outbreak this time of year again next year? It's like,
well, and you know, who's to say that they tell people you have to once they come out with a vaccine and everything, you've got to get vaccinated.
I don't know about that vaccine though. I don't trust anything that comes out overnight. I mean, how effective could it possibly be? How safe could it possibly be if it's got minimal expedited release on it?
Yeah. So on the Disney World website, obviously it says temporary closures of Walt Disney World. Disney Springs will begin a phased reopening May 20th. Other areas of Walt Disney World Resort remain closed, including theme parks and Disney resorts. Upon reopening theme parks, Disney Resort hotels, restaurants, attractions, experiences, and other offerings may be modified. So they're not. View important details. Oh, there's Raka.
Hey, there she is.
So we were actually just talking about you, Raka. This is kind of like, what you're thinking about the opening of Disney Springs on the 20th, and
if so, send me chicken. Actually, if so,
chicken guy. I want
chicken guy, and I want my Mike's what's it called? Goofy candy. That stuff is so good. The green apple. Literally my favorite candy in the entire park. I was like almost in tears when I was ending it. I was like, man.
Cheeseburger egg rolls.
No. Clearly you have never had this candy. It's like little pieces. It's like little pieces of crack. Then again, you were there last when it was like 10 billion. Oh, man. When it was like, how many pounds of chocolate? Did you have 20 pounds of candy?
22. She's like, so Disney Springs opening.
Yeah, you should go. You should go and you should vlog it, all of it, from beginning to end. You should go there for the opening and then be there for closing and see how it goes.
Yeah,
get yourself a bubble.
They're only starting with third-party vendor. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, because basically what I've got is, as of right now, Raglan Road, Homecoming, and Splitsville won't be opening. Limited hours, limited guests. Cast member guests must wear masks, and 25% capacity.
But I don't know how they're going to enforce that on the outside, like on the the grounds. I mean, that's going to be hard.
She says no sour balls for you.
I like sour balls. Sour balls is like little pieces of green crack.
Excuse you.
Yeah. It's contested. Oh, and I got it. Sweet. Oh, nope, that's my team. Oh, that was D, actually.
Oh, you can shoot him.
Well, fortunately for him, we're playing, you can't shoot your teammates.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, but how are they going to
Um,
limit cars? Like, is there going to be a guy out there in the? Because I've never driven there. I've only gone on the bus.
First of all, they're very nice parking garages. I'm wondering if they're like going to be like, you know, block off, have a parking spot open, block one, next parking spot over is open, block it.
That's going to take a lot of staff. Ooh, headshot. Lord.
Buses won't keep running.
Well, yeah, I know that.
I mean, you don't have. Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. You don't have the other parks.
But I'm saying that means they're gonna have to hire the staff to manage the control of.
Well, it makes me wonder. Have a ticket counter. It will, since they've got all these other cast members, put them back to work, bring them in, and have them, help, with, down in Disney Springs. I guess that's.
Yeah, that's just gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting to see how they manage it.
Yeah.
Like you're talking lots of cars, lots of people. Then you're gonna run into the whole. I don't know the area unfortunately well enough to know the streets, so I would assume that there would be some traffic issues on the main roads coming in. There's always been a cast member at the entrance. Yeah, see, I've only ever taken a bus there, so I don't know.
You got the cast members because the parking garages are, I think, they're run by a separate company.
Wait, what?
And because their name tags are different than cast members.
I didn't know that.
But then as soon as you go down the stairs and basically step onto Disney Springs, there's the cast members.
Huh.
Then of course, I mean, you'll have what was it, Osceola County, that's in the Disney Springs area. That got bright. We really need to bring her on one night just to have her.
I thought about doing this week, but then it went to getting the new camera and trying to figure that whole thing out. And what we're looking at right now with the fact that I'm like doubled down, I gotta figure out how to clear that out. It's technical.
And honestly, if I was the governor, I'd be like, if you from New York, you ain't even coming across our. I wouldn't want New Yorkers, especially
I don't
if
think they're gonna let. I think honestly, from what I read, they were gonna focus on trying to keep it Florida residents, basically, people who are local, people who are actually in the area that have. I mean, and that's more so just that will prevent the large influx of traffic for the most part. But from my understanding, Florida has mostly got it contained in a lot of areas. But I think that's due to the fact that they have.
Well, I think their biggest hotspot, someone Florida Border Patrol registered nurse. I mean, I think their biggest hotspot's Miami.
Oh
that
yeah.
Was their, Miami did. Yeah.
Well, the cruises, I don't even know when are they gonna even come back. Like the ports, like I don't imagine there's gonna be a cruise for
Royal. I think what was it? Royal Caribbean. So they want to start cruising again in July.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But it was really weird. People at Port Canaveral, they were posting pictures of the Disney cruise ships out just offshore. You could see them. And then just this later this past week, you had all three cruise ships that are here on the East Coast all in port at the same time, which you don't see.
Right.
Because the other one's in the Port of San Diego.
Oh, I didn't get to use it.
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, you've got, now that they've announced that Disney Springs is going to open, you're going to have people from all over saying, well, Disney Springs is open, we're going. We're getting that. We're going to get out of the house. We're going to go. Well, where are you going to stay?
Yeah, and that, because I don't think any of the hotels are opening. I'm not really sure.
I don't know. I mean, obviously there's no Disney resorts are going to be open. Yeah, you got all those cruise ship employees that are stuck on the ship.
Well, I know a couple that they got sent home. They were actually there, and then they were basically what they had did. They had ported because no one thought that this was going to last past, I don't know, what, March. Everybody thought for sure that this was going to be kind of like a, you know, by the end of March it would be all over.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. Honestly, I never in a million years would have imagined that we would still be dealing with this craziness.
Yeah, this is weird. When were you planning on being at Animal Kingdom Lodge? I can't remember when you said you were going to be there. And if this is changing any of your plans. Of course, I'd be one of those ones if you're one of the security guys, you see someone with no mask and be like, "Sir, you need to put a mask on." No. Put your mask on. No. Tase him.
Oh, that'd be great.
And then
I want that job.
and then carry him out.
I want the job of tasing somebody. Oh, wow, that... What?
I'm actually surprised that's not happened at our apartment yet. Are you still planning on going in June?
Oh, look at that. Mr. D and his 5 kills to my 36.
Hey, at least he's got one.
I guess he's at least present.
He helped the team out.
Yeah. Oh, man. He helped us out alright. And he died 15 times, but I died 26 times. But...
Yeah, we're getting awful close to June. I as much as I mean, yes, I'm one of those ones I'm chopping at the bit to go down. I know my family, wife and I have talked that we are, when everything opens back up, we're going to continue what we're doing. I mean, we don't want to get hi honey.
Wait, what?
Chrissy just walked by the door and
oh.
she scrapes her fingernails across the door like Freddy Krueger.
That's who they're gonna release in July. You heard that, right?
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, that's who's coming in July. So I think June we're getting the Sea Jaws, and then in July we're gonna get Freddy Krueger.
Sweet.
So yeah, we're just trying to keep 2020 going with, you know, mystical creatures and craziness.
I'm waiting for Dracula, but
Dracula.
I mean, honestly, if I could go to Animal Kingdom Lodge, get just room service, and just sit on the balcony and watch the animals, which you wonder if they'll let more animals roam the savannas. Obviously, they won't let the lions in and everything, but you know, if the food service was working and everything, yeah, I probably would do Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
just because you got something to look at when you
that's
sit
true
on the balcony.
But I wonder what, like, I wonder if they're gonna increase prices on all that. Like, it's all so sketchy right now. Like, I don't know because Disney raises their prices every year. But
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to try to run as many deals as they can, or if they're gonna have to increase their prices to cover the losses.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're probably losing millions.
They said since the last quarter earnings, they were like 91% down. They've lost like
But they're also where Disney. See, what people don't realize. Also, you gotta look at Disney has their hands on a lot of product lines and
yes.
I mean, just merchandise alone. Like, just think about when we did the Disney online for May the Force Be With You. Imagine the money they made that day.
Oh, Disney! I mean, Disney is still making money. That's interesting.
But,
well, it makes you wonder. I'm sorry. She was saying that she actually got some savings, modifying her reservation. But again, it's probably one of those things they're trying to. Because I makes me wonder if because you're trying to rebook, they're going to try to give you a decent deal.
Well, I've heard somebody said, I don't know if it was you or maybe I read it somewhere, but I saw something or heard something that Disney was basically stating that if you kept your reservation, that they were going to give you a.
If you had while they were closed, if you had a reservation and you had to if you had to rebook, part of the offer to rebook with them, and I think you had to rebook before the end of December, they offered you free dining, I guess, compared to, like, if you stayed at Value, it was a quick service. If it's moderate, the dining, and then dining plus if you stayed. So I'm not entirely sure. I know when Liz, I brought it up to him and he didn't reschedule. He's pretty much dead set. He's like, until this is completely over, I'm not. Okay, you booked a rack rate. Okay. What, Rocco, by chance, and what company, what agency do you work for? I'm just.
To my understanding, she has like a private, like she's licensed, but she can give you more of that information.
Yeah, well, it just makes me. I'm just kind of curious who what agency she works for. Might be a company I know from when I was an agent. I know if there was one agency I could work for, it'd be Pete Warner's agency, Dism or Dreams Unlimited, but the company this agency is IntelliTravel. I don't know IntelliTravel. But so basically, you're a private, you're independent travel consultant then through that company.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what I got.
Yeah, but I mean that's what I did for 3 years.
But like me, like I would choose a season pass holder, someone who actually knows like that place, like the odds and ends, the backs. Be a good selection as far as getting somebody who's gonna give you the most knowledge or information versus somebody who's just in it to sell, you know.
Yeah. What's your own company, Rocka? Yeah, Dreams Unlimited. I know they're their own company. They don't. When you work for them, I know you are a Dreams Unlimited agent. Yeah, we definitely got to bring her on. Just.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like I said,
because reading her comments and be like, oh okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's got it. Like I said, baby steps, my friend. Baby steps.
Oh, okay. DreamStreetDestinations.com. There we go.
Yeah.
There's our first company plug. DreamStreetDestinations.com.
I mean, I plug beer products pretty regular. Oh, glitch. Oh, come on. All right. Look at that, we're back. I'm telling you, like, so Call of Duty has got COVID-19, I think. I'm pretty sure it caught some of the virus there. It's been acting crazy since the latest update. It's been driving me insane. How this game calms me is I have no clue. You would think I'd be playing like Solitaire. No. Somehow this crazy game that gives me a headache. Oh.
There it goes.
Oh, did he get off? He must have gotten off.
For some reason, I wasn't able to. It wasn't letting me pull up her website.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
She's also got Instagram, which is, I think it's Dream Street Destinations, or it's Dream Street _ I think Destinations.
Hey, since she's willing to talk to us, so I'll plug her business.
Well, yeah. Come on, people. Oh, look at that.
I'm trying to think. Makes me wonder if.
There was something I wanted to talk about tonight. I can't remember what it was, though. My brain sometimes stops working. Shocker, right?
Yeah.
What was it? It was...
You said you had like some news.
Oh, no, it wasn't news. It was more like just updates on like the whole, we already talked about the Disney Springs and all that stuff. Like, that's just like, I was more looking for opinionated type stuff. Hold up, let me figure out something broken over there. Oh, her website?
No, I mean, I got it up. I mean.
Oh. Gotta pay that GoDaddy account.
Yeah.
Oh, jerk. DC got kicked. Oh, there it is. Maybe next week I'll put a fancy little logo.
I think the best part when I was a travel agent, of course, you had to take the Disney College of Knowledge, and you get a nice like certificate, and then they actually give you a pin set when you graduate. That was just like when they sent me this and my certificate. I loved it. I was just like, sweet. It's like my all-time favorite.
Figure out what I said.
Or he can just throw me. I just got bounced across the mat.
I think that was the one reason why I enjoyed being a travel agent, because I could I felt like I was like in the know when it came to Disney. And of course, you get access to the Disney travel agent site and everything. Now, see, that had to have been cool. So you were actually a cast member for Disney.
Wait, what?
She used to work directly.
Oh,
for
directly.
Disney. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, because when you're like an independent consultant or you're doing like Disney vacations, you actually go to an actual website set up for travel agents, and
that'd be crazy.
I haven't been on it forever, but
Ugh, I hate when this happens.
it almost makes me wonder if I can even still get on. Nope. Oh well. I tried. For like almost 2 years after I wasn't able to be I wasn't a travel agent, I was still able to get on
Really?
the travel site, and now because I don't work for the agency, they must have.
They clearly don't
did it.
like watch or manage that at all.
Yeah. Well,
They probably
but
got so many on there they probably just like lose track.
well, I couldn't book a vacation for myself, so. Wow. Do you see who she booked?
No.
Yeah, she just.
Oh,
in
nice.
08.
That'd be kind of cool.
Man, the biggest vacation I ever booked was for somebody for like 14,000.
Yeah.
That wasn't for me. That was a decent, but holy cow, I couldn't even imagine.
They probably got the
commission
bells
on
and
that.
whistles.
Well,
Probably.
you know he went deluxe.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's see. What? Don't tell us, Rocco, where he stayed. I'm gonna guess.
Oh.
I'm gonna guess he stayed at. Either Animal Kingdom or Polynesian. I don't know. Of course, the bungalows weren't built in 08.
Oh, they spawned me right in my own bomb. My own bomb strike. That's awesome.
Okay, so I was right. One of them, Animal Kingdom Lodge. The Asante Suite. Wow.
How much does that go for?
It's.
I'm not familiar with it, so. Like,
I'm
honestly,
not. I've heard of it. At that time, it was.
I am an avid, what is it, budget stayer. I've stayed at, so, in our last couple trips we stayed at, what is it, Arts of Animation,
Yes.
which that was great. I actually enjoyed that. But it's really actually kind of pricey. I guess that would kind of classify as what, moderate?
For me, to stay in the family suites. to
That's
me,
what we
it's
had
a
to do.
moderate.
We had to stay in a family suite.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
1800 a night for a Asante suite.
Jesus.
Wow, I could almost get like. I can get room and tickets for that for value.
Yeah.
I mean, dang.
Oh, shoot.
So there we go. We bring her on and we talk about planning a vacation.
Well, that's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at April now, hopefully.
Like I said, mine's end of November, first week. Or,
My biggest question
week before Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving.
My biggest question is, are they going to still do all the anniversary stuff? Like, are they going to be able to accommodate, like, all their, like, I know what they were talking about, after the new year, it was supposed to be all the new anniversary stuff. But will this affect that? Or will, you know, yeah, the 50th.
It's going to be interesting what Disney does. I mean, I know they've been prepping for this. I would figure by the time we go at the end of the year, then it'll still be going on. But
it's not so much that it's going to be going on. It's like, are they going to be able to do all the, like, cause I know the castle's supposed to be painted. I don't know if they're finishing that stuff or if they're just like, is the social distancing laws preventing them from being able to complete that task? Or
I'm figuring now that Disney Springs is going to be opening, they will probably be allowed to. They're gonna try to get some of the stuff back up and worked on again because they're on a timeline. They want Tron open up. Remy's was supposed to be open. Remy's was supposed to be open. You've got that area of dirt behind Spaceship Earth. Guardians is going to be opening, which I can't wait for Guardians. Yeah, I knew they were almost done, but I'm just glad they're not making it looking like a cake. I mean,
yeah, me too, because that looked terrible.
I mean,
Yeah, California did that, right?
No.
California, it wasn't California.
No.
I thought it was Disneyland. They did that.
No, that was Magic Kingdom
Was it?
for the 25th.
Oh, I've never seen
Which
pictures of it before, but I thought that was Disneyland.
yeah, yeah, they what was it 90? Was it 90? God, I can't remember the 25th now. I think it was 94, 92. Shoot, I can't remember. Yeah, Space 220. I want to. Next time I go to Epcot, I want to eat at Space 220. I want that experience.
Oh yeah, that looks awesome.
I think one of the biggest issues, they were having issues with some of the glass or something. Of course, I think they had an issue with a chef or something. The chef didn't agree or something on the food. But yeah, I cannot wait for that. Especially the fact that there's like a pre-show before you even get to the restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, because they put you in a elevator, and it's supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to look, and there's going to be a screen on like the floor where it looks like you're going from Earth to the space station.
You know, when I was a kid, they had a ride like that at Disney. Do you remember that ride? Mission to the Moon or Mars? Mission to Mars?
Yes, but if they also had the same type of effect at the living seats, because you were going to a sea station.
You talking about the
where now it's Nemo and Friends.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when it was the living seas, you went in the same way you do with Nemo. Well, before you even got to the ride, there were elevators. You got in, and it kind of rumbled and everything, and bubbles went up. It made you feel that it gave you kind of the illusion that you were sinking or being taken down to the ocean floor. And then you get out, and there's the Omni Mover, and it took you to the ocean station.
Yeah. I just remember there was a ride when I was a kid, and I remember like I was probably like 4, 5, but I remember being like totally traumatized because I thought I was going to space for real. I thought we were leaving Earth forever.
Oh, mission to space is like that, but
no, this was like you sat in a room, and like everybody's sitting in like a circle. It's almost like, and there was like a screen in the middle of the floor. You know what I'm talking about? There was like a screen in the middle of the floor, and it looked like you were literally traveling out of Earth. Oh, you little.
Yeah, but Rocket, from what I'm understanding, is they have indefinitely stopped the Star Wars Hotel because of.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Star Wars Hotel.
Uh-huh.
That is, from what it's being postponed indefinitely.
No, I wasn't gonna be able to stay there, but I definitely was gonna try to eat there.
You can't.
No, I know that now, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
like originally, like I was thinking, well, I'll never be able to afford to stay here, but.
Yeah, because you couldn't eat at the restaurant unless you had a reservation to stay there, because it was an experience. Yeah, it was an all-inclusive experience where.
Man.
So, maybe she knows more than I. Like I said, when everything was shut down, I was reading. I forget where I was reading it. Well, I know they've done more than broke ground, but of course, honestly, if the Star Wars Hotel was postponed a little bit longer, it wouldn't hurt my feelings, because again,
yeah, but you're gonna actually stay there.
I was gonna certainly figure out how I'm going to.
Yeah, but that was like, from what the rumor I read, it was like $500-something a night.
Oh yeah, it was gonna be ridiculous, but
you'd have to do like one night and then go stay at like Tent City at the nearest military installation.
No, I think it was a 2-night stay, but I would rather see them. Well, I know Spaceship Earth's been postponed, but I would rather see them take the money that they would have initially to finish the Star Wars Hotel and Spaceship Earth and finish everything else. And that's Guardians and the last remaining pieces of Ratatouille, which I know that's almost done. Um, but you got the area around Spaceship Earth. That um, yeah, that's definitely got to get done. And I never understood why they were going to close Spaceship Earth down on a 2-year remodel. So, oh, and yeah, and Guardians, I cannot wait.
Oh yeah,
That is
that one and Ratatouille. Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
yeah.
And I still want to ride the Mini Mickey's. What's it called?
Runaway Railway.
Yes, that looks cool.
It. I'm not chomping at the bits to run to that one.
What? I am. I'm totally sold on it.
Well, I mean, I miss the Great Movie Ride, but
I wasn't a big huge fan, actually.
Is it a cool ride? I do like, I think it is going to be a neat ride, but again, it's not a ride. I'm going to ride it. I'm going to enjoy it. It's just.
I just think the detail that they put into that thing is ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, for me, going to Hollywood Studios, you know where I'm going to be running to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I already made that very clear that I don't care about anything else.
I told Chris, yeah.
That and Toy Story Mania. Toy Story Mania is like my go-to ride.
Honestly, I'd put Star Wars. I'd put Galaxy's Edge before Toy Story right now.
Well, yes. I'm talking about as far as anything else aside from that. Well, the one thing we do have to do, so when we went last trip, we tried to get in the Indiana Jones experience.
Which ride are you talking about, Rocco? The Mickey Minis or Galaxy's Edge? So anything about the delay.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a delay.
But yeah,
Hey,
now it's like now that I've
be right back.
refinish or refill,
Reload.
reload. But now that yeah, I can't. I mean, I like Toy Story Land, but I can't. Galaxy's Edge. Now that it's open up, I've got to hit Galaxy's Edge. That's just something I've got to hit.
You got the banana gun?
Yep.
He bought the banana gun.
Maybe it's floating.
I
Oh no, that's the guy.
myself.
I thought he was floating.
Come back, Chris. Come back, Chris.
Look, he's down.
I'm a level 60!
Look, he's down again.
Yeah, I can't. I want to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. One, because it's a new ride. Two, it's a Disney ride. I mean, and it's
What he's trying to do.
from the videos I've seen, the POV videos I've seen, I can't wait to see it. I really it's it is the technology and everything. I can't wait to ride it. Is it going to be my favorite ride? No.
Which one are you talking about?
What? Mickey and Minnie. Because that's what she was, about people going crazy over. And it's not a, like I said, it's not a ride that I'm going to be rushing to because, one, again, I'm going to make sure I'm in Galaxy's Edge.
Just want green milk.
I want to try the blue.
I can't decide. I heard one sweet, one sour.
What was it? Tim Tracker. They mixed theirs together.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I heard getting in that. What is it? The cantina for isn't that a sit down? I think that's a sit down.
Oga's.
Yeah, I heard that's like brutal to get a reservation.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, listen to the style and effects of DJ Rex. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm as much as I love Flight of Passage. Once I hit Rise of the Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
That will ultimately become my number one ride. Now, I have not done Tron, and I have not done Guardians. Of course, coaster wise, I'm still a Space Mountain guy. I love Space Mountain.
And you know, here you're gonna be so mad when I tell you this, but last trip did not get to ride it.
Honestly, I
was so disappointed. Connor didn't want to ride it because he was still kind of like uncertain. So it kind of put me in a position where it's like, if I was going to do this, I was going to go up there by myself.
Well, the last couple times we were there, I rode it when we went. Rocket thinks Tron's going to trump Rise.
Ooh. Nope. I don't think so. I don't think there's enough cult following.
I love Tron. I've loved the movies. I love the animated series.
Never seen an animated series. Didn't even know there was an animated series, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It kind of follows.
Did you see the recent movie?
Yeah.
Was it anything? I didn't see that. I saw the original. I've seen the original. I've never seen the remake.
I'll always be a fan of the original Tron, but the second Tron, it was good. It kind of.
Is it a remake or is it like a?
No, it's not a remake. It's a sequel.
Sequel.
And you've got Tron. I've seen the POV in Shanghai, and yes, I'm going to love the Tron coaster. I think it's going to be tough to. I mean, coaster-wise at Disney, I'm always going to be number one, Space Mountain, just because I love Space Mountain.
Me too.
Then Rock and Roller Coaster.
You know, I've never ridden that.
What?
No, and here's why. So, the first time I went, back in, gosh, I don't know, when I was in high school, they had just built it. I was there on a band trip. I was there for a marching band trip for like spring festival type thing, and we ended up not getting a chance to ride it. So I didn't get a chance because we were only in the parks for a certain amount of time. Anyway, so then 2015 I went with my mom, my sister, my nephew, Amanda, and Connor. We had a fast pass for it. It was supposed to be me, my nephew, my sister, and my nephew, and Amanda, my wife. And we ended up, I can't remember why we didn't ride it. But like I said, we had a fast pass for it. I know my nephew got scared, and that was kind of like where it all started. And then everybody kind of got like, no, never mind, let's just go do this for the kids. And then we ended up not doing it. And then the last trip, I was with Amanda and Connor, and the only way I was going to ride it is if I went and stood in that long-ass line by myself to ride it by myself. So, yeah, I've actually never ridden it.
It's, of course, I like.
I heard they're getting rid of it. They're going to rename it. I heard they're renaming it and re-imaging it.
Yeah.
Why is he just standing back here? What are you doing?
Let's see.
He's not even on the map. What are you doing? Special needs. That's why he's not getting any kills. D. I wonder, do you know if there's been any videos released on... When is Shanghai open this week, didn't it?
Monday.
Oh, it opens Monday. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I think those videos will be interesting. Well, we'll have something to talk about next week.
Yeah.
Those videos are going to be worth... man, it's a little glitchy tonight. Stupid Activision. I still play this game even though they have, like, every STD you could possibly get. Yeah, Shanghai, those videos are going to be interesting to see because I'm assuming they're going to have their own input, what they're going to, imply their own like rules, regulations, and
Well done.
all that good mess.
Yeah.
30 something.
I mean, yeah, and that's crazy. They sold out quick on tickets.
For Shanghai?
Yeah.
Really? But what
Yep.
what capacity are they doing?
This one always comes from
I think it's under 50%. I'm not sure.
Opening Monday, and they're sold out. Yeah. I don't. But do you know do you know what percentage? Like, are they doing 25? Are they doing 50? They're saying screw it. We're just gonna let them all in because.
Yeah, I know it's a percent. I know it's like, I think it's got to be less than 50. But
I mean, I would imagine, but I know when they open the park, they're saying it's gonna be 50% capacity.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom. Like when they do Disney parks, it's supposed to be 50% capacity according to
Which I'm sorry. I think that's still too many.
Yeah, because I mean, what does
when, like I said, you look at Mickey's Not So Scared. They sell 30,000 tickets.
man, we're getting annihilated.
That's a lot, but yeah, once. Like I said, Tron. I mean, like I said, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but Space Mountain will always be my favorite coaster at Disney.
Me too.
And honestly, the version at Disneyland trumps our Space Mountain here.
Shit.
Wait,
what?
Yeah.
It's different?
Oh yeah.
How is
you
it?
sit it 2, 4.
I thought everything was
instead of a 6-person car or a 3-person cars, it's 2 6-person cars.
okay.
You actually have a soundtrack. You have speakers behind you, right behind your ears. And it's got a soundtrack to it. Plus, it's not that jerky and everything that we all have come to love about our Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Disneyland is so smooth and
Interesting.
and it's only one track. It's not 2.
You went what? 2 years ago, 3 years ago to Disneyland?
We went for the 60th in 2015.
Yeah, I remember you going out there.
Yeah, we went.
But it costed you like a freaking fortune to do it.
Yeah, but it was worth it because one, it was kind of like our celebratory trip since beat cancer and everything. But
well, yeah.
We paid $1,500 just for tickets for Southwest alone.
Yeah, I remember that. Like I remember you're booking your trip and all that. Like I remember all the craziness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their value resort, which is the Paradise Pier, is basically are moderate.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah. So
but that's kind of like Universal Studios. If you look at Universal Studios, except for their third party, they do have a lot of third party hotels that they have in their plans. But like their actual hotels through their resort is ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand, was the summertime resort that they just got done building, and its sister hotel.
Where like Universal or Disneyland?
Universal.
Okay.
Universal Florida. That would be right around the value price. And the rooms are actually pretty nice.
See, the rooms I actually want to stay in, I want to stay in those pirate rooms at Legoland. But
yeah,
they're ridiculously overpriced.
And now we're bouncing all over the place. We've gone from Disney.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking hotels, and my brain just goes there. We're talking about.
Yeah, we were talking rides and just all over the place.
Oh, we all suffer from like brain disorders of some sort.
We've been stuck indoors for a long time.
That we have been. All we want to do is go see Mickey Mouse and his fearless friends. Oh man, you stupid glitch.
I got the okay to go to Disney, the Character Warehouse.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get that same okay. just because of other reasons, but
Well, yeah.
I got other grown-up responsibilities now.
I'll I'll video you.
Yeah, whatever. Are
If
you really
want
gonna do it?
something- I don't know. I really want to.
My only concern is that because of all the stuff, how is it gonna really be? Like, we are assuming that it's gonna have a lot of stuff in there because there's gonna be so much merchandise. It's just
And then I get down there and there's nothing.
then there's like a pencil.
Yeah. Well,
And
and like I said, if I did it, I would drive all night, get down there, have breakfast, be there like 2 hours before it opens, and then go through, get what I want, lunch at Disney Springs, and which probably it's not going to happen.
Chicken guy.
Yeah. If I knew Chicken Guy was open, I'd go for Chicken
I
Guy.
still have to, like I said, I heard the sauces there is what makes it like amazing. They got all the different sauces and the.
I told Chrissy we've got to. You should, if we know you guys are going down, just go down there and meet you guys for something to eat or something.
Yeah, we're
'Cause I'm all about that 4-day trip. Drive down, spend a couple days, and you drive back.
Man, I can't do it.
If I get the RV, I'd do it.
Oh yeah, that's a little different. Stay at what's it called?
Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, always. I heard their lodge is amazing.
Oh my God, we eat at Whispering Canyon at Fort Wilderness Lodge, and they have this skillet that just it's got ribs, it's got grilled chicken, mashed potatoes, string beans, and they've got a kids version for the kids. Oh my God, and the waiting staff is amazing. When we went down in last August, we ate there before we went to Mickey's Not So Scary, and our waiter was just awesome. I mean, and when you ask for ketchup, you get ketchup. If you ask for a more Coke, they bring it out in like this tub.
Yeah,
But it'll be interesting if they still do that stuff.
Yeah, so much is gonna change. I mean, that's like Dole Whips, and
Oh my God, Dole Whips.
yeah, I never had one. I told you that, never had one. I'm not into pineapple. That's the first thing.
I'm virtually slapping you right now.
Well, see, I'm not into pineapple, so like for me, it's like unless they make that thing in like
You can
chocolate.
get rum. They'll put rum in it.
Oh, that'd be great.
I still have not had it with the rum yet, but I hear it's great. The Lissas have told me that it is fabulous.
Yeah, if they served stuff like that, which do they have it with rum?
Yes.
Oh God, that's dangerous.
You can get it at the Polynesian, and then you can get it at the Sunshine Terrace.
And here's the thing. So I actually want to go to that. There's a place. I want to say it's at Beach or Boardwalk.
Beaches and Cream.
Yes.
And get the
crazy milkshakes.
No, I want to get the sink. Everything but the kitchen sink.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, that thing looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But no, I wanted to just do a milkshake there because they got like those crazy fancy milkshakes.
Yes.
But my thing is like every trip I've had that I go out there, I feel like I just don't have the time to do like the hotel.
Oh, hotel hopping.
Yeah, I just don't have the time for it, man.
We do that. We do hotel hopping usually like on our day off. Which is usually
we did Chef Mickey on our day off, and then went to Disney Springs.
Mm-hmm. But see, you go down to Disney Springs. A great way to do that is you go to, you go to Disney Springs. You can jump on any bus, and so say you jump on the Fort Wilderness Lodge bus, It takes you to Fort Wilderness Lodge. You walk around there, take the boat over to the Contemporary, and then from the Contemporary, of course, you've been to the Contemporary, but then you grab the monorail, go around to the Polynesian Resort, get your Dole Whip at the Polynesian Resort, go jump over to the Floridian, walk around there, take the boat over to back over to Magic Kingdom, hop the bus to Animal Kingdom Lodge.
You see, you've clearly done this.
Yeah. Well,
me, I'm just too like. I'm one of those people. I hate spending all my time being like mobilizing versus being.
For us, I think it's the experience, because you don't know what you're gonna see.
Right.
And we love to go to the Polynesian Resort, obviously, but then we love to go over to Port Orleans. Of course, you can grab a boat and take from Disney Springs to Port Orleans. Of course, you can go to Saratoga Springs. You go over to, of course, now if you go to Hollywood, say you're doing your hotel hopping wherever you're at. Well, you can take the say you get done with the resort, the monorail loop. Hop on the bus to the boardwalk. Get yourself some ice cream at Beaches and Cream, because you got to have a reservation to go in and eat.
Right.
And then you walk over to the boardwalk. Of course, the yacht club's also right there too. So then you walk over the boardwalk. Then you hop on one of the friendship boats, take it over to Hollywood Studios. From Hollywood Studios, now you can grab the gondola over to the Caribbean Beach. Walk around there, take the Caribbean Beach to Pop Century, Art of Animation, hop the bus at Art of Animation back to Disney Springs.
I can tell you, Amanda is not touching a gondola. She's already made it very clear that wherever we stay must have a bus, plane, taxi, anything but a gondola. But you know what's funny? So we got on Disney Food Blog, and we were looking at their most recent video. They're still pushing out content. I don't know how they're doing it, but they are pushing out content every couple of days. Still.
Well, you figure they've probably got stuff backed up.
Sure, but it's like, oh my God, and if you really like, I subscribe because I watch, and I actually use them a lot for vacation planning and stuff like that, because they're clearly like subject matter experts. But
yeah,
if you watch some of their videos, you will find that a lot of their stuff is repetitive. They're like saying the same things over and over again, which I get it. You're gonna run out of content at some point. You can't just keep pooping it out forever unless you just, especially what they're into, like what they're doing. Like they focus on food, but they also try to like implement little key details about the parks and what's going on. Anyways, getting a little sidetracked. But so on there, they were talking about what were they talking about? Crap. Now I've lost track. What was it? The most recent video. What were we talking about? What were we talking about?
I know the food blog just had something about with the Flower and Garden Festival.
No. Oh yeah. Did you see how they moved all the flowers are gone?
All the planters and everything.
Yeah. No, it was something else. I just can't remember what it was. It's gonna drive me crazy. Had a whole like train of thought.
We were talking about hotel hopping.
Yeah.
Which I do want to try the new restaurant at oh god. Now I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah, we're getting old, dude.
Dude, no.
All kinds of like, I'm telling you, mental disorders.
Yeah, it's like they do.
Oh look, 25% is what they're gonna be doing for the restaurants. Why am I just not seeing that?
Why? Yeah, I saw it. So I mean, they're doing what basically, Disney, like Disney Springs is doing.
Yeah, well that's what they're doing. They're doing 50% here in Virginia, but that's just gonna be for like the. It's actually 50% for patio eating. So you
Coronado Springs.
Coronado Springs.
They've got a an aisle restaurant that stay. Trying to remember what the restaurant's name is, but they built a restaurant right in the middle of the lake.
Nice.
Yeah. Come on. There we go. That's not too bad. They got Coronado Springs for $238 a night.
It's not terrible, but like I usually try to stay within that like 140 to 150. You know, because it keeps it. Like I think the next trip, the one we're planning for April, Mayish, is going to be. We're looking at All-Star Sports or All-Star Movies.
Yeah, Three Bridges Bar and Grill. That's what it is. It's basically it's a lake. They call it a lakefront restaurant. It should be just a lake island restaurant because they literally built this restaurant in the middle of the lake.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
But how much is that restaurant? And is it covered on meal plans?
I believe it is.
See, that's one thing I have thought about doing. So, like, from my understanding, like a lot of these, the top tier hotels have their own like restaurants.
They have like their signature dining and everything.
But I've always wondered if they were covered in those meal plans.
If they're a Disney restaurant, they're covered under dining.
So that would be it'd be kind of cool because I heard the one at, is it Polynesian? I heard Polynesian's restaurant is pretty legit.
Ohana?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to do the luau. That sounds like it'd be fun.
I've seen that actually. I have a buddy go. So they have the timeshare, the Disney.
Oh, DVC.
Yeah, they have that, and they go.
Waste of money.
Well, they go all the time, but
I can't. We talked to DVC people at one time, and it's because it's on the points and everything. I don't know. I can't see because you only own it for like 50 years, and after that you no longer have it.
Only.
Where like my parents, they go through Westgate Resorts in RCI. The timeshare my parents had, they bought. It was basically handed. My parents pretty much bought it off my grandparents, but it was kind of handed down.
Yeah.
So it's been in my family since the late '80s.
Jeez.
And
that's crazy.
And most likely it will get, when my parents are done with it, it will get handed down to either my sister or me, probably me because I've used it more.
No.
But it's right there in Kissimmee. When my grandparents bought it, back in the late '80s, the townhome the condo that they bought, they're sharing. They bought it for like, I think it was like 16,000 back then.
Jeez.
Now it's going for
30 to 40.
Something like that.
Yeah, because he told me, he was like, man, for like $42,000. I'm like, 42. Like, he's like, it's like paying a mortgage. I'm like, yeah, I don't need another mortgage.
Yeah. But we've stayed. Well, when we saw you down
in August.
We were at my parents' condo.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because y'all went to like NASA and stuff, didn't y'all?
Yeah. It was a little bit of an everything thing type of trip, but my parents have a 2-bedroom condo or that's what they pay for, and they can downgrade and stuff if it's just them. They only need one. But we had a 2-bedroom condo. My parents took the master. We took the second room, which had 2 queens. So, and then it has a pull-out couch, and we were perfectly fine in it. And it's there's a wonderful restaurant on that property, but they have a water park, and because my parents are owners, they get to go to the water park for free.
Oh, nice.
But if you don't go to the water park, there's pools everywhere on that property. And again, literally, when you go out, there's a Walmart now.
Did you hear they're putting a Target at Disney Springs?
I did not hear. I know the M&M store is going to Disney Springs.
No, they're putting an actual Target at Disney Springs.
Now I've seen everything.
So the deal with that, man, that's old news. Man, I know something you don't know. Jeez,
I knew the M&M store was
so
leaving the Florida mall.
Here's the catch on it. So so Disney has signed a deal with Target. Because they're gonna be putting Disney stores in every Target.
Yeah.
Eventually, like I heard right now, there's like select Targets are gonna have it, but the goal is all Targets will have their own internal little like. I don't think it's gonna be a Disney store per se, but it's gonna be like a Disney section. Yes.
Yeah. It's like if you go into the Walmart down there around the Disney, and you go and they have a huge Disney section.
Well, so what they're gonna do is allegedly they're gonna be putting a Target right at one of the points of Disney Springs because it's going to give people a more economical option when it comes to if you need diapers or if you need.
Where are they going? Unless they tear out that one parking lot right behind the NBA experience. Where the hell are they going to?
I don't know.
Where the heck?
What are you talking about? Do you know what channel you're on?
I know. I'm trying to keep it PG here.
Oh, whatever.
Okay?
I'm literally getting hammered over here.
Well, I'm completely out of my crown and ginger ale. But unless they rip out that parking lot next to Cirque du Soleil, and
which they won't. I don't know what
I don't know.
They're gonna have to buy more land. They're gonna have to.
Unless they put it over by Flamingo Crossing. Now, I have seen pictures of the new McDonald's that's over by the All-Stars. That's looking really nice.
What is it?
The new McDonald's that's over by the All-Star Resorts.
Really?
They redid it. They tore it down and rebuilt it.
You know where I haven't been? And we meant to go last trip. We just didn't have time. But we want to... The goal for the next trip is we want to go to the world's largest McDonald's or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, on International Drive.
Yeah.
I heard it's...
I mean, I watched a video on it because I was curious. And one of the things we were like, well, that'd be a good day to do that and go to the Crayola experience.
Yeah.
Because that kind of looks neat. Like, I know
actually, we enjoyed it. We went there... 2017.
2017?
Yeah, we went 2017. And we enjoyed it. It was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be like...
The only thing with Crayola, the Crayola experience for me, and this is the only like turn off for me, and I can't find the value in the price to get in. I want to say it was like, what was it, like $25-$30 just to get in?
No, it was a little bit cheaper than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I felt like it was like in the $30 range, but I was like...
I think it was actually like $18-$20. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
Because I feel like that's where it kind of like got me when I saw it. Because I saw what you got. You got your you got your token for a custom crown. You got there was something else you got out of the deal. There's a couple of things you got in your little bag, but I just remember thinking, wow, there's just no way I could feel like I could bring myself to spend that. Because for me, it's family of 3. So it's like, if you buy 1, you gotta buy 3. But I like to do things like that with Connor, so
yeah,
whatever. The price you pay for a good vacation, right?
Now, I mean, if you haven't taken him to NASA yet, definitely take them to Kennedy Space Center. We had a blast.
Yeah, what does that cost, or is it kind of just?
It is a little bit on the expensive side. I'll look it up real quick once I'm looking up the tickets for you for Crayola.
Oh man.
So general admission is, if you buy online, is $21.99 a person.
Well, that's not too bad. I guess. I mean, I guess I
No.
thought it was more than that. Yeah, you're shooting at your own team.
Yeah, because but the Kennedy Space Center, I mean, there are, like I said, it is a little pricey, but the experience you get, so for daily admission, it's $57.
Is it cheaper
And
for kids, or is it?
It's for kids 3 through 11, $47. Now, what that's included, hold on, is you can get into the Space Shuttle Atlantis building, which is huge. The shuttle launch experience, Heroes and Legends featuring the U.S. Astronauts Hall of Fame, which is a huge building. That's presented by Boeing. Kennedy Space Center bus tour, including the Apollo Saturn V Center, which the bus tour is awesome because they take you and you get to see the assembly building up close-ish. They take you out and you drive past Pad 38A, where now SpaceX is launching from, in 39B. Now you can pay for the little extra trip where they actually will stop. You actually can get off the bus and you go into an observation tower and actually get to see a little bit more. And but then they actually take you over onto you're almost onto the Air Force side pad, where the Air Force launches theirs. But you also can get to see the Journey to Mars, Explorers Wanted, Astronaut Encounter, IMAX Theater 3D movies, rocket launch viewing if it's available.
That'd be kind. See, that's all. That's really all I would want to see.
And numerous shows and exhibits. So the $57, believe it or not, I mean, yes, you want to be there right when it opens, and you will. And then, like, as soon as you get in, after you pay your tickets, you go way over by the queue, and you immediately want to go to where you jump on the bus and it takes you on the tour, because it takes you out to the Saturn V complex. Just because you have to in order to get out to the Saturn V complex, you have to take the bus. And then there's an experience, as when you go in, you go through an experience where they actually put you in a room and you feel what Mission Control felt when Saturn V took off.
Right.
So you feel that rumbling and you hear all the talking of the Saturn V taking off, which was awesome.
That's crazy.
So yes, when Kennedy Space Center already opens everything, take them. It is an awesome experience. Now, they also, of course, you can't get the military. You're not a senior citizen, are you?
I mean, some people think I act like one from time to time.
Now, they also have an experience that I'm actually going to take some of our Boy Scouts down, and they have it to where I think it was like $72 a person, and you actually get to act like you're on a space mission. You go through simulators.
I've done something like that. I've done something similar to that before.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm planning on taking so these boys can work on space exploration, and take them down for that, which would be awesome for the boys.
Yeah, that'd be kind of. I mean, I think Connor would enjoy that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
because when we go, it's gonna the time frame being April. Like I don't foresee us having a whole lot of extra like those days where you can like just kind of venture off, because
Yeah.
we're gonna obviously want to do all the parks. But I feel like on that down day, you know, maybe do something like our main goal is to get there a day early to go do Character Warehouse, because we learned from last time doing Character Warehouse, if you go like we did on the last day, and there was actually things there that we would have appreciated, like the little autograph book, like actually the autograph book that Connor wanted, or we wanted for Connor,
Or the Banshee.
or the Banshee, but they didn't have the Banshees when we went.
Oh, see, they had the Banshee. See, we hit the Character Warehouse first thing.
Right.
I mean, of course, we drive through the night. We get down there. We go get breakfast, and we are there before it opens.
Well, see, and that was
And if I would have known he wanted a Banshee, I would have said, hey, look, he's not going to really get a choice on the color, but I can get you one for $10.
yeah, that would have been awesome. He ended up getting some light money for his trip, like from us and the grandparents and all that good stuff. But he ended up spending like $60.
Yeah.
That
He could have
Banshee.
bought 6 of them.
Yeah, I mean, well, but overall, it was just like we actually walked out of there with like a good amount of stuff. We actually got a what did we get? We got a bunch of the mugs, which are normally what, $14, $15 in the park.
Yeah.
We got them for like $3. We got my mom. We bought her a clock and those. What was it, 90th anniversary, or what was the Mickey anniversary?
90th.
Yeah, 90th. They had like the little kit that was normally like $100. They had it for $10.
Yeah.
We bought her that and the other thing, the clock, and you would have thought that we bought her like a bucket of gold, because she didn't realize that we got it for like, you know, 90% off.
Yeah, that's what I love about the Character Warehouse. And that's just it. That's where we do our main shopping now. We don't.
Well,
really
trust me,
get
we
much.
plan to do the same. Other than park exclusives, like when we went, I got a ML. I'm confused. Mickey Land. That's what I just make ML.
Well, see, like when we were there, you know, I was able to pick up the 35th anniversary keychain and the Epcot 35 lanyard.
Well,
Of course,
I got
it was a year later, but I didn't care.
So what I ended up getting was the Not So Scary Halloween pin.
Yes.
I got that. What I hated, so the pin that they had for pass holders was really awesome, and I was really disappointed because I'm not pass holder, so I couldn't get it. Trust me, I tried. I even tried to like wheel and deal. That dude was not budging. But that's all we got in the park. And I think we got. Actually, I don't feel like we spent a lot of money in the park for like. We bought pins.
I've had no issue getting pass holder stuff.
What?
At the character. I've gotten pass
Oh,
holder stuff
at the character warehouse. Yeah. I'm talking about we were at the park. We got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm almost half tempted just for the 60th. Pay for an annual pass just so I can get the annual pass stuff, because other than the character warehouse, other than the exclusive special edition stuff, I'm in.
Yeah,
because like this pin set right here, that's 60th anniversary from Disneyland.
That's crazy. Yeah, we
Which I spent way too much money in Disneyland.
Oh, dude, I remember you talking about just getting there, and I was like, dude, you're gonna be broke when you get back.
Oh, we were.
Huh?
We were, but see, we're planning on going to Disneyland again, but Tim and Wes will be out of the house. They'll be in the military, and it would just be the three of us, so it'll be cheaper for the flight and room and tickets and stuff. So, because when we went, Blake had just been born. So, I mean, he was born in 2015, and
Enemy near Main Street.
So, but
Securing the HQ.
Yay! Oh,
Alright, back on.
glitchy
Secured
glitch,
the HQ.
glitchy glitch.
Stay alive.
Time is over, relax.
of course, I need to. Once we get done here, I need to actually, because like I said, the boys are camping tonight.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, they won't be staying up 24 hours with them.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't do the 24 hours mess anymore. Once I got rid of staff duties and CQ, that ended for me. But well, we can wrap this up if you'd like to go play camper in the backyard.
we're not in the wait. It's supposed to be in the 30s tonight, and I've got a 5-year-old who wants to camp. So I'm like, we're gonna set the tent up in the bedroom.
Oh,
No reinforcements.
that sounds legit.
Yeah, Tim and Wes have the room over the garage, so we set the tent up so the tent door is facing the TV, so we can watch the videos and stuff for the virtual camporee on YouTube.
Right?
So, because we're doing shadow puppets and a spider hunt.
Oh, look at you being dad of the year.
It's scouts. I mean,
Yeah. Connors expects some interest in that, but he's just.
well, with his baseball,
I know,
it's very.
If it wasn't for COVID-19, I would not have a life right now. I'd be at a ball field every night, probably just grouchy,
HQ is online.
tired, hungry.
The HQ. Stand by.
I probably wouldn't have gained like 25 pounds in alcohol weight, which is what's happening.
I've only drank one of these tonight, so I'm actually doing pretty good. Because if I have another one, I'm not making it 24 hours.
I wouldn't make it 24 hours sober, so. But yeah.
But yeah, next week we'll definitely have more to talk about.
Yes, with Shanghai and what's it called? I think, let's see, what's today's date? Today is the 9th. So we're looking at
Let's see what we're working.
the
Well,
Oh,
I gotta
so
work.
it'd be-
I gotta work Saturday night, so we probably have to do it Sunday night.
yeah, that's fine. It's gonna be the following weekend is gonna be the good one because that's gonna be after Disney
That's
Springs
good.
has opened. But we got Shanghai, so Shanghai is gonna be.
Shanghai's gonna be the big discussion one because
That's
the
gonna be-
videos.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna try to pull some of that content actually if I can, and just kind of like because my biggest curiosity is
We're gonna be going. Nope. Nope.
no, but my curiosity is how they're gonna go about their plan. Like when I looked at Walt Disney World's plan, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a shit show.
Well,
Because-
you know what's when they're gonna be cleaning rides randomly.
And it's
what is
but
random?
even okay, let's say they do it all the time. Imagine how long it's gonna take you to get on stuff. Like that's what's just
Oh, their riders per hour is gonna be like
brutal.
down to
Brutal.
half because
Brutal.
the Omni movers, the ones that are constantly moving, like Haunted Mansion, it's not going to be hard because as soon as you hit that conveyor belt, you're off, and then you'll have two cast members wiping them down. Splash
But-
Mountain, you're only going to be able to, when because they load two at a time. You're going to be able to load one at a time because while one's being loaded, you're going to spray one down, send those off so that one could dry. When they get back, the one you cleaned, that's the one you're going to load, and the other one's going to get cleaned.
Well,
At least that's what I'm assuming.
the biggest thing for me is like rides like I mean, we all know. Everyone who's ever been to Disney knows that the Peter Pan ride is ridiculous. The line doesn't matter what day you go. I know you did at the Not So Scary. You said you got in and out of that thing pretty quick. But on an average day,
Oh,
it's ridiculous. So my biggest like thing is like, how are you gonna do that? And it's like, is it even worth opening the ride? Or as a paying customer, is it gonna be worth coming and waiting in that stupid line?
It is semi an omni mover. It is a constant moving ride.
Yes.
So when you get off, it should not. You'll have a cast member there with a wipe to wipe the Lysol everything down. I don't see an issue with that ride.
But they
ride
already
I'm
have
thinking-
issues with the line as it is.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I'm thinking like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a Small World. Splash Mountain. Big Thunder Railroad.
Is it sad that I would take a ride on It's a Small World right now without a complaint?
Yeah. I did the same. I mean, I'm starting to get tired of watching POV videos of
Connor
these
loved that
rides.
ride actually.
Really?
We rode it. Gosh, how many times we ride It's a Small World? Man, it says at least 3. But with what's the other one? People Mover. We rode People Mover like 4 times. Connor thought that was the greatest thing ever, and I was like, really? Like, there's so much.
I mean,
It's great for chilling.
It's great air conditioning.
I mean, I will say I don't know if I rode that when I was a kid. I will say the last trip. So we went in 2015 prior to last year. And I will tell you that we did not ride it. We were all like, no, we don't have time for that. We want to do something more adventurous.
And no.
But this year, we went and rode it. And I was like, wow, okay, this is pretty chill. This is pretty relaxing. What was even better is I got to see things that I would like. I got to see Tron. Which was neat to see, which at the time it was open. It was just a, basically it was just an open floor plan type deal with, you could just see the tracks.
Yeah.
Which I thought was neat because I was like, okay, that ride looked really cool. I was like, oh man. But we'll see how that goes. I hope they don't have too much of a delay on that ride because
I think any of these rides. I mean, Remy was pretty much ready to open.
it was.
Yeah.
It was like it's open in Shanghai, I think, or not Shanghai. It's isn't there one in Europe? I think Italy. Is it Italy?
Paris.
Paris. It's open there.
Yeah, and yeah, Disneyland Paris. Remy's open there, and it looks like an awesome ride.
It looks amazing. I like the concept where you're like in this little like
We have a new comment, but I don't know.
oh, who is it?
I'm sure you.
Swap. Hey man, I got you from Insta. I got you tabbed up.
Guess he's watching.
Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome to potentially
Welcome.
hell, prison, or
Welcome,
questionable
foolish
content and
mortal.
conversation.
Welcome, foolish mortal.
It'll be
But yeah, like I said, next week when we do this discussion,
Shanghai,
and then of course we'll know more about Disney Springs opening up.
I'm more curious to what because they released the park, like what they're gonna do with the parks, but are they gonna treat Disney Springs the same? Is it gonna be different? I mean, because it's a different environment. It's a very different environment. I just got one myself.
Because we're gonna do this. Because we're gonna do this on the next show is gonna be on the 17th. So we're gonna be like 3 days away from it opening.
I know, and that's gonna be craziness.
So yeah,
I would, like I said, it would be cool just to go, but at the same time, it's like I wouldn't want to deal with that mess. Like it's gonna be a brutal shit show, and like World of Disney is gonna be the worst. And you may not even get in there. Like the line to get in there is gonna be like
it'll be like 4 hours later you finally get in.
It's gonna be like waiting. It's gonna be like waiting to get on freaking Peter Pan.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I love Disney. I love going to the parks, but I don't know if I want to deal. I don't want to deal with it right now. So,
but there's gonna be a lot of like merchandise. Is gonna be. I could foresee merchandise being a little outdated. Meaning, because they release shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
They're
Well,
like, World of Disney will not be open. Oh, there's that.
Well, there we go.
It's probably for the best though, because
yeah,
it's not going to be worth going into, to be honest.
It'll all end up at the Character Warehouse.
Very well so.
Well, the Flower Garden Festival stuff, the
And that's what sucks. It so sucks that they
The
lost all
food and
that.
wine, the food and wine festival, all that stuff.
Well, no. When was Food and Wine Festival? That was in
When this was ending, or when this was starting.
I thought that was fall.
No, well, I mean,
I'm trying to get
Food and Wine Festival.
Character Warehouse isn't open either. Well, is it? But it will probably
It's
open
gonna-
once
it's
the
gonna-
merchandise, like once stores
It's
start
gonna
opening,
open up.
it will open up.
Yeah, it's going to open up eventually, but when it does, it's going to have. You're going to have a couple-hour wait just to get in there because it's already small as it is.
Oh yeah.
And for me, I'm going to hit the one on Violent, and then I'm going to go hit the other one.
I heard there's one in Miami that's ridiculous. I heard the one in Miami is like nuts.
Maybe so.
Like as far as like what they have available, which I find strange because maybe because they don't get as many Disney shoppers
It could.
versus Orlando, because I'm sure Orlando probably gets that influx. Where the
Well, I remember when we first went to when we started going to the Character Warehouse. I mean, you get there at first thing in the morning. Yeah, there might be a couple people waiting to get in. You go in and everything. Now you have the YouTubers to thank for it because they go and they do their walkthroughs and everything.
Well, that's where I saw the Miami one was on a YouTuber. I actually looked up Character Warehouse. You jerk. And I saw the Miami store and I was like, whoa, this is legit. It makes the Orlando store look like a freaking amateur store.
Yeah.
But who wants to drive to Miami? Not I.
No. But hey, I hear you'll be able to soon be able to take a train down.
No, thank you.
Mm,
I don't need to go to Miami.
I don't even want to touch that place.
I wouldn't want to. No, it's way more congested than Orlando,
Yeah.
and they like to keep their crime rate high.
Yeah.
Anyway, but on that note, we can.
Yeah. I'm gonna go do my virtual camp out with my sons, so that way we can do our scouting thing.
Hey, y'all have fun.
Yep.
They're probably excited.
Oh.
Ultimately, all that matters.
Oh yeah. Mm.
As long as they're
Tell
excited.
tell Amanda I said Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah. ×2 this year.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go get her. She's been wanting one of these. What is it? Shark. Kind of like the Roombas, but it's like called the Shark IQ, and basically it actually.
Does it have a fin?
It
Does it have
had,
a fin on it? So it's just